This also the home of the NFL's Raiders, Allegiant Stadium on the Strip. And tonight's arrivals are brought to you by Xfinity. Stream off movie on the planet, including Roman Reigns, who will main event his 10th wrestling history between Roman Reigns and this man dates back. He claims Paul Heyman owes him a favor. Triple threat match live on WrestleMania. 15th world title heads into what may well be the most WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton. Its stadium is jam-packed tonight with over 60,000 today. He is the World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther. Look heads into the biggest match of his career. Main event, knockoff Gunther here tonight at WrestleMania.
And villains. In this game, it can be hard to tell which is which. I think by now you'd know the whole story.
Still WrestleMania, you've done something special.
This time, right here, look around.
The institution, it is stunning.
Whatever you say, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No time for the WWE right now.
Yes, it is.
WrestleMania.
Vegas is about to find out how real this can get.
This is gonna get nasty.
Legendary stories. So tonight, who's it gonna be?
This is what you came for.
Here.
CM Punk, set. Now you're meeting WrestleMania. I cannot wait.
WWE 2K25 present the global.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome WWE Hall of Fame inductee.
Welcome you to Las Vegas. Right here, right now, all of you now. Welcome to Wrestle.
You are looking live, and Allegiant fans will be in attendance tonight as we welcome you to the greatest. Introducing Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves' latest fighter, an artist and record producer. Okay, now we're kicking. Come on, Wade! Would be the first time.
Thank you for the hospitality. Tom Brady and the Las Vegas. Early.
Here he comes, Pat. Main event, Jay.
Stay on beat, Cole.
Look at it.
In this particular WrestleMania will be one that Jey Uso tonight will be in it. Could it be the first time he's a World of the Ring general?
Wade, you might have
The blocks at an 11, I will say, in an entirely restraint.
Himself from
It's all excitement for everyone else, but Jey Uso is the man that patience.
because everybody's having fun. Even Rick Rubin is getting in the
a lot of great songs. This being a banger through and through.
advantage thanks to Slim Jim. Need a little excitement? Snap in.
And baby, that was a WrestleMania.
Come on, Blair.
WrestleMania, Pat McAfee and I are here, and for the first time at the announcement.
Much like that during the eating experience, I'm trying to pace myself. This is a
Marcelo Rodriguez and Jerry Soto doing some eating as well.
Así es, gracias a ustedes. Disfruten de WrestleMania.
Of Saudi Arabia, they welcome us into their country a couple of times a year.
Turkey, thank you for coming. We're leading out. Starts WrestleMania 41.
And it's for Jey Uso. He comes in tonight, Wade, 0-6. One-on-one with Gunther.
Well, pressure is no greater than right here at Wrestle. He stands alone, and it must be the most lonely spot on.
Clearly, Wade. Out of Vegas is with him.
They were getting tattooed when they were younger. My dad did, so he didn't really care. My nonna, on the other hand, she wasn't very fond of the tattoos.
Before, but he's done it in town on planet Earth, knowing what is about to walk down this aisle.
He's the...
Gunther marching his way to the ring. Raw a number of years ago. One was Cody Rhodes, WrestleMania, when he went into the matchup a heavy favorite against the underdog Sami.
And certainly Sami Zayn is a very capable competitor, so this man wins and wins and wins some more. Doesn't understand.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match tonight is presented by Slim Jim to a Slim Jim.
Oh, yeah.
The great Alicia Taylor.
Here's for the world heavyweight. Introducing first, California, weighing in, Jey Uso. And his opponent, 150 pounds. He in the ring general.
Royal Rumble. He would go on to pick this man, Gunther, to challenge, would pick this monster known as Gunther.
Well, it's a mountain to climb from. It crumbled Jey Uso from the off, but the last 2 weeks we've seen a
tough. This one might be the toughest of them all.
Talk Jimmy. That Gunther sent Jey Uso into another, and perhaps Wade, for the first time, Gunther has lost some.
Completely rattled the champ. Everything Gunther thought he knew about Jey.
Feels like a new person as of late, as we wait.
Back in 2024, when Jey Uso was the Iron Man of the Rumble that year, that Jey Uso went for the collar and elbow tie-up to start this match.
2 weeks. Physically, he's still the same guy. That's the problem.
Back on his heels, and he's going to roll out of the ring now.
When Gunther feels a weakness on himself, he fixes it and comes back.
He's different as well coming in here. And I think what Gunther just realized was, wait a minute.
Steadfast, machine-like. He's redefined brutality tonight, which I'm not sure you could do against the ring general.
Well, Gunther leads Mania. Jey Uso simply cannot outmaneuver the champ.
And everything in sight.
Big shoulder tackle. Uso with his quickness moves out of the way.
Equalizers here.
And a step up in Zaguri drops the champ again.
A little bit of peace here.
Well, here's the shocking moment. That huge chop from Gunther.
The dominant champion who's held the title 80% of his career in WWE's. As the Intercontinental Champion, 258 days now as the World Champ, is not allow the crowd to get into this match.
The whole stadium's against him.
Being a former NFL player, explain to us the...
How to explain it, but if the vibes are good and they're going... Oh! Confidence is high!
Yeah, and I guess you're overestimating the importance of crowd noise when it comes to that. Noise from the peanut gallery is not going to affect him at all.
Alarming. What that right hand of that Austrian man can do.
Body into the corner again, and Jey Uso caught him. And Jey now starting to roll in his tracks as he tumbles and falls to the floor.
So it has rattled the champ on occasion, but one kill.
If he hits it, it could be over immediately.
And remember, got Gunther to win the title.
And this is the pace that Gunther likes. It was that 100 mark to the drawing board.
Gunther goes 6'4", 2/5 settle in.
Yeah, this is right where Gunther likes to be. He's it down.
And if you were Jey Uso, Wade, this is what you had to try to avoid.
Match. All that has changed in the meantime is a couple of fired-up speeds was inevitable.
You don't think that affected Gunther emotionally at all?
until
didn't want to believe, wanted to believe in Jay, and Jay with a spear! He called him out!
Jey Uso didn't just spear Gunther out of his boots and almost went.
Gunther absorbed it, kicked out at exactly the right
He got all that spear with full momentum, but Jay still fighting. Ooh! Wow!
Never mind.
Powerbomb, and Jay turned it into a Samoan drop. Great counter by Jay. He's been beaten
15 years with that guy. This is a very different, more combative.
now. Will not allow Uso to get to the top rope. Gunther will meet him there. Jay Uso across the ring.
There's a throw off the top rope.
And there's a dive.
Well, Gunther is transforming the game before our eyes. No, he's in the puzzle, the high-stat powerbomb. Final.
We kick off WrestleMania Saturday with the World Heavyweight title.
Absolutely electrifying atmosphere. WrestleMania
24 hours already. Into delivery and another power bomb to Jey Uso. Jey able to turn it around. Jay's moment. Is it Jay's opportunity? Jay from the top rope.
The second bite of the cherry. Jay beats him to the punch down for a reason, and this one lives on.
And it's interesting because both the men are starting frustration, I should say, starting to set in for Gunther.
What the hell's good?
Title. Jey Uso, now look at the referee Bennett and a duck out of the way, and Gunther with a splash. Gunther looking to retain and steal this. And now the frustration is setting in, Wade. Gunther realized.
Very similar to what was happening to Jimmy a couple weeks ago.
Indeed, and Jey Uso trying to rally Jey Uso some way, somehow. Jay's
slowly fading. This is the last roll of the dice if he can't get to that rope.
Just a matter of time.
Squeezing the soul out of the body.
Uso gives Gunther a 5 to break.
I thought that was it. Jey Uso go night.
Well, he ain't night
to the rope. Gunther doing a nice job blocking.
Oh no!
Drags Jay back to the center.
Uso still scrambling.
He made it to the ropes. Jay made it to the ropes. Great move by Jay.
I thought Gunther was going to do what he's done so many times in the past, and that's
things are getting incredibly close.
Uso, obviously frustrated. Of Jey Uso, and another chop, and Gunther's ticked off right now.
I'm starting to question the likelihood of Jey Uso's on.
And now another chop by Gunther. Uso is laughing. Jey Uso
going to be able to out-tough me.
And another one walked right into that.
Imminently, Jey Uso is going to start looking like Jimmy did. So
in this match tonight.
Gunther waiting for Jey.
Arm and a chop to Jay.
Caving them.
And another chop.
Thinking like the normal Jey Uso, and the referee needs.
It's a championship fight. Jey Uso's nowhere near quitting.
There's been some physical, vicious championship matches. You know, like massive heavyweights in the middle of the ring. What's going to give here? Jay still standing tall.
Jey Uso looking like a man possessed.
With Gunther in one.
We talked about it on the Countdown show. You never know. When you choke now on Uso, able to duck from underneath. Nice German suplex bite.
Gunther will take advantage.
Jay going deep.
Right now, that clothesline, that German suplex.
Game plan developed here by Jey Uso. And Jay now there again, that's that big power position. Jay able to counter. Jay counters. Jay's got Gunther. And a power bomb and a super kick. And suddenly Uso showed us on Pat McAfee's show Friday how proud he was of Jey Uso in the. Uso
through again, Cole. I think he's thinking 3.
Effecta in Vegas connects this time to the back of Gunther.
Is Jey Uso about to be world champion?
You're a better man. You're
turning Gunther's offense around him. Uso's got it locked in on Gunther.
Champion! Mania!
Poetic justice. Jey Uso turned the test. Jey Uso wins his first title. Gunther tapped out.
From Jey Uso, this is where it looked like the fix was in for Gunther. Massive splash, but something came over everything he had at the man. But Jey was simply equal to pulls of his own offense, then pulling out Jey Uso's own. It was the poetic moment that Michael Cole mentioned, covered in blood, and this is how he chose to defeat the man that.
A couple of decades ago, in a small championship wrestling, that Jimmy and Jey Uso were going to be massive stars. Let's see. From Tampa, Florida to Las Vegas.
You did it, Jay!
Emotion overflowing tonight. the twin brothers, together through thick and thin. But tonight, Jimmy Uso is here. Championship.
You talk about day one, era as world champion.
Pat, you remember, and Wade, you were there that night with me. You and I walked into a bar at our hotel, and Rikishi, as he watched his son win the Rumble. You could only imagine what Rikishi had.
About working your ass off, doing it and then cashing in on the grandest stage of them all. Iconic storyline that'll live forever. You're talking about a Yeet talking Usos world champ, Cole. Why don't you go on in?
Congratulations, Pat Yeet.
You walked into my feel your heart, feel I have a dream.
That it will always be me.
American Nightmare.
Rated T for teen.
And what a night. Jey Uso, the new world heavyweight. Get ready to rev it up in the legendary fighting game, Fatal Fury. Man, the celebrities are out in Vegas tonight, Pat.
Music producer and genius, Rick Rubin. The mind freak, currently live at Cirque du Soleil in Las Vegas. And ladies and gentlemen, George to celebrate his 8th WrestleMania.
Provided by Goodyear, the best seat in the house since 1925. Moments ago. Well, the sun sets on the era of positivity. Championship clash up next. For now, here's an exclusive look at new.
All we had was each other. Until who you are.
You left us for us. You are never going to be medically this ring and get back to your death.
Us, bro.
I think it's best if you find somewhere else to change.
If you don't,
Us, bro.
He came out. I think it's best. Wow! You know, all that we've done is. What do we do? Be ashamed of yourselves. The greatest tag team to ever step foot in professional.
we demand what we step into.
It's a new day.
Mouths about how the New Day is the greatest tag team of world domination for more than a decade.
World tag.
You couldn't beat us. You say this is about new level because you didn't come for these times. WrestleMania, this isn't gonna be a match. Hell.
War? It's been war the whole time.
But the New Day are the greatest tag team on the face of planet
Voice. Or to drop to their knees, raise their hands to the sky. Damn.
The following contest scheduled championship. Introducing for 17 pounds, Xavier Woods.
The New Day tonight looking. Xavier Woods is 0-6 at WrestleMania. Kofi Kingston is superstar performing. Will wear a commemorative WrestleMania patch. Raw, any debuting superstar will sport the main roster debut. Might pull that one-of-one top trading card.
Clearly a nod to WrestleMania 9's giant at the patch. There is a three-headed unicorn on the backs of who that refers.
Yeah, you were very disrespectful to Big E on the Countdown show early.
Basically turn these guys. George Kill's mouthing off.
Beat him up, George.
This is not an NFL field. Let them
put a match.
Aiming at the New Day, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I think he swore at them. That.
You know what time it is?
Raiders.
It's not Roy.
97 pounds. They are by far the
the tag titles from characters tonight. Eric is the Barbarian King.
Leonardo's in WWE. It is the New Day. Up, up, down, down. And refuse to give them the outfit.
I'll tell you what, you go up, up, down, down against and then you go down to Pekka. This is a robot-like troop with high problems.
I didn't know you were a gamer.
Oh, they could have had Hog Rider out.
Did I hear that correct?
Pekka is the character.
Okay.
Barbarian. Damn it.
Hey, I got to do some business. Enough of the things on your Pekka. That's in The Undertaker in game today. Clash of Clans. Lead your clan.
Match for the War Raiders.
That would actually be Eric, and now the New Day.
Xavier that he just laughs at.
Eric just powered. Double team, just dumping Ivar onto both New Day.
Reckless with their own bodies in pursuit of victory, and this does not
body.
Well, New Day love pancakes. Now they are a pair of pancakes.
Do a little tag team wrestling. War Raiders.
And look at this. 300.
Not once, but actually twice. And somehow.
For this match tonight.
Yes, you can be inspired by the greats. Even
is underway.
We have it on good authority that
into the barrel.
Scared to kind of do anything they got to do to win again. And that's kind of been the MO of this.
Their treatment of Big E. The truth is they had to change something.
Look at this. We're going to harp on this because we have to. The surgically repaired neck leg kick out by Eric at 2.
Well, tonight is really the acid test for them, and this is part of the journey for them getting back to championship.
Oh, and look at that.
Future Hall of Famers. I think a lot of people would say garages that nobody wants them in the Hall of Fame. But if they win another title.
2 years since they've been tag titles. Xavier Woods again targeting.
Of abuse thus far, and Ivar on the outside, desperate to get himself.
Xavier. And
mocking it.
Time now for Eric.
Well, this is why New Day are such
speedy boys, but Eric catches Kofi Kingston in midair and drops him right.
Starting to showboat too much.
Tag, here comes
What
Ivar.
an error.
Kofi's record, not stellar at WrestleMania. There's the cross-body.
Weapon, this guy.
How impressive is Ivar when he gets a... It's an arsenal of moves. A guy that big.
Lifting Kofi up. Kofi able to one today. Here's the double team.
Watch this.
A try to double team. And
on his own with Eric down and seemingly out. I would not put...
The honor roll by Woods.
Just a beat too long.
They might be down, but they're never out. Always on time.
Right out of midair.
I'll meet you halfway, Eric says.
Nice.
Completely cleaning the clock of Eric.
Now, going up to the top rope, gonna fly. Ivar able to duck underneath.
We've seen this before from the big man. Utter devastation ahead.
The big limit break elbow by Woods.
Perfect. Slipped on the top rope. Just about made it through.
Stadium in Las Vegas, over 60,000 here. First night of a Taters against the New Day.
War Raiders defending their titles.
Your words, you're never gonna win that one.
Eric pumps for the honor roll again. Eric now finally gets the full Nelson in and a knee kick.
He screams in his face as well.
Oh, and from behind, Kofi Kingston saving Xavier Woods. His balance, he landed on the back of his neck.
And it was all behind the red.
With some daylight. Cover by...
Here are your winners. It's the New Day.
You know, Wade, to do something. Kofi certainly assisted with the pin. But what
a New Day, but this flying bullhammer to the jaw by Eric Pin. The War Raiders went to finish the job, but Big E was the right thing to do for the new.
The GOAT conversation should grow louder for the
New Day to establish this new image they have. Well, this new
This yeet.
No yeet, just the Snickers line.
Got some yeet.
Okay, Jay.
Yeet, yeet.
No yeet, yeet.
Yeet. Snickers satisfied.
What's the news?
Cosm in Dallas, Texas. This, of course, the interactive immersion right here, and they were celebrating the victory of the new world champ, WrestleMania, which is brought to you in part by Jackpot. Down WWE for your first ticket.
O'Shea Jackson Jr., Wesley host, writer of SNL. Also, legend of a human down 200 pounds. Jelly crushed it. Available now on Hulu. Shout out to everybody coming out and partying with us.
A theme song of WrestleMania 4 off the new album, Hurry Up, tomorrow. Make sure to catch Storm Brew between two once close confidants, Naomi, who seeks to prove her worth in the ring tonight. Let's first examine the livelihood.
we need some help! Hey, we need medics! Hey, we need some help here!
Look, relinquish the tag team titles.
No, I don't. Yes, Naomi has always had my back.
Naomi is standing
For it was just me and you, but that doesn't mean that we're going to forget about what happened to Jade. You got it.
There's been a development in the Jade situation.
I told you!
We'll start things off.
A storm is coming.
Morgan, the look on her face.
Close the cage!
Well, Jade has attacked Naomi. Attacked her a number of months ago.
Not to harp on Naomi much longer, but how did you know it was the attack?
Being hit from the back and being thrown on a car. And then as you trust anyone after that.
I did it for you. Me and you, we're done.
Tried to take me out because of your own insecurity. Pissed.
When I think about all that I've sacrificed,
Time has run out.
This will be mine.
I'm your biggest threat
to proceed.
because they stormed.
Scheduled for one fall. Introducing me.
Oh, wait, if Jade Cargill has her way tonight.
Of late that Jade Cargill has had her own way, in often treated as the third wheel as part of the big two.
You know, like there's the times of the past.
Committed all of them, right?
Care. Sometimes people that will attack within their own team. Oh, thank God. Good teammates.
Now available in select stores and online. This and hot and spicy firewalk. Full contact flavor with a kick from a blend of chilies and
so good. So delicious.
Hey guys, we are just outside Allegiant Stadium here. The winds, just an occasional light breeze. Moving in, and they're moving in fast. I hear thunder. Rain with hail now. Holy smoke, it is escalating quickly out here.
Jim Cantori, he's very accurate at calling weather system in Vegas.
Jobber indoors, isn't it? Look.
It definitely works. You feel that aura brings everywhere. She goes.
She has won titles. Naomi playing off this whole boo-hoo. What she wanted was to get the tag team title. That's all this is about for Naomi.
Vero beats Florida.
She up now.
Listen, when the milk turns sour, any of your friends and drinks it, and I applaud that Naomi saw this issue.
Yeah, you have a lot of knowledge about that.
No. I made sure I never.
Way and immediately takes Naomi off her feet, and Cargill pounding.
Seemingly lost the plot.
You know, Pat, it was a nice deal. It was last year where victory over damage control.
And it felt like the entire world stopped.
This is the 10th match of the window, Pat, but nonetheless.
Oh, that's on me. I apologize.
Get your point. That's Rikishi.
Well,
you get the point.
All of the experience of Naomi.
And maybe
she might have felt like that. Nobody viewed her like that.
Certain commentators.
In-ring performer, what impresses you about Jade Cargill?
What's the physical for combat? However,
goodness.
I don't care how many hours you spend.
Face first with that X Factor.
And here's the deal, the Funkadactyl version of Naomi, like she's often.
Now Naomi right to the arm of Jade, and this time dropping her to the floor again. And
right out that early storm.
Nice.
She created this moment. Naomi in control.
And Naomi taking her time now. And nice block.
Is here just to win. They're here to wipe a rival off the face of the planet by others. You are, in fact, the top woman around here.
What is a law?
She has all the incentive in the world to get the win. All the revenge.
Naomi right now is dominating.
Well, have you ever seen a more confident before our eyes over the past 3 or 4 months?
Again, Naomi. And
okay, we'll go back to the jaw and to the neck a little.
Interesting submission here.
Pretty good.
Trying to battle out of this.
Here are part of the issues for Jade. Jade Cargill has often been alongside.
Spends hours and hours in the gym. Very explosive.
Get out of midair! You gotta be kidding me! Into a running power slam!
Flying at you from that angle. Stack of
shoulders, able to slip behind.
This physics-wise, I have no idea. From Jade Cargill.
Jade is fired up.
Again from Naomi hooking that bottom rope. Jay, how Naomi that.
The official Ryan Tran able to pull them and separate them. Well, again, it didn't pay off. All the way slam by Jade Cargill.
Full well, she had the power to catch it in full flight.
They're just humiliating Naomi as she stepped on her walking.
Moonsault changed her mind, and that indecision is all Naomi.
Uh-oh. Look at this. Oh, what a bulldog by Naomi.
Best of it, and now's the time.
Top rope. Split leg moonsault.
Well, it's a shocking kick out to no one more. Naked perfectly right on the bullseye with the split leg.
Especially after a top rope bulldog. Naomi.
To the jaw.
Oh, what an error. Demanding a kick on the jaw, and you get one.
Couple of kicks. Jade, though, able to intercept this time. The kick out.
That was close. That was really close.
And now on Saturn.
Connecting center of the ring. Jade Cargill, a million.
Naomi up. Cargill with Naomi on her shoulders. Pounds on her feet. This is wildly. Oh, Jade's got deep trouble.
It's on the top floor.
Wow! He wants her. Jaded by Jade Cargill.
Here is your winner.
And blown away.
What a fight.
Women A++ tonight, but Jade Cargill simply
factor outside the ring. But this right here,
Atlantia in that angle. Naomi went old school. How many reversals do we see in a blink of an eye there? But Naomi, the
power bomb.
And if you're going to pull out some new moves, now is the taps off. But Jade Cargill, what a start.
With a star-making moment at WrestleMania. Full throttle battles in a saga reborn. Pre-order Fatal Fury. It up. Special moves for the exciting Rev combat system. See what all at WrestleMania. We got a brand new World Heavyweight Champion in Jey Uso. Right after WrestleMania goes off the air tonight, the WrestleMania post show, hosted of course morning. WrestleMania recap. Sam Roberts. Make a lot of celebrities tonight, Pat.
Celebs are out. Thank you for hanging with us. Thank you for hanging in. How about a multi-platinum?
My guy!
Cole is a massive Lil Yachty fan. As
presented by Xfinity. Stay connected to more of the WWE title matches brought to you by Wheatley American Vodka. Meek and Tyranny face-to-face. The megastar, L.A. Knight, defends the... Let's take a look at the history of ruthless beatdowns that brought us here.
Scheduled for one fall is for the challenger from Sacramento, California, Samoan Werewolf.
Jacob Fatu, following the footsteps. Fatu seeking his first singles title here.
View Jey Uso as a family member. Jacob Fatu, new era of Samoan dominance built.
Very successful in this business. But whenever I say this guy might be...
Match is brought to you by Wheatley American Vodka. Wheatley is the undisputed celebrate the superstars aiming to achieve their own American dream. Grab an American possibly. They're just teasing us, Wade.
Look at this one.
And Jacob Fatu fight for...
Jacob Fatu, they simply don't care. And looking to those, why? Bite your tongues or he'll bite them for you.
In a million years, but LA Knights are too live and too loud. It overheated.
In the Maserati, which may well in part be due to the fact that Knight a lot of punishment, or perhaps he needed a little assistance.
And his opponent from Los, he is the United States.
WWE are proud to be joined tonight by Senior Master Sergeant Michael Donut, Sergeant Donut, and all retired and active members of the U.S. Sir. You know, the entrances really tell a story, Wade.
Got this place on their feet, and you like Bob Dylan, right? 60s, and tonight, LA Knight wants to deliver.
Fatu, LA Knight, for the United States champion. Triple H in his Hall of Fame speech last night, the great Harley Race title in WWE.
Jacob Fatu is not scared to fight you. WWE.
Last night, last month, LA Knight would knock off by Knight.
This is Knight trying to end things quick, I think. He took a hell of a beat.
The eyes of a werewolf.
Well, the game plan of in the eyes of the megastar.
You know, Wade, I was going to ask you, strategy.
This is you have another
pop up Samoan.
Too late. Bine of LA Knight, especially the entire midsection. 2 matches. He is completely delusional with that confidence, and he's going to pay.
Opportunity to try to do this, get involved in combat sport.
That is the scariest part of Jacob Fatu. That frenzy of energy that took
Maserati to now is a lot less boom.
This is Jake. He beat Braun Strowman in a last man standing match to earn this opportunity.
Is completely different to anything we've seen before.
I mean, he's an uber athlete.
Tough to stop.
And smart move by LA Knight. Go to the knee, take out Fatu. LA Knight and LA Knight now drives Fatu right between the announce tables.
Through.
You look at LA Knight, he's got about 3% body fat.
Oh, look at that power slam, caught Knight in midair. Fatu delivered.
Fatu just has that intangible quality that terrifies for the entire locker room due to his abilities to pull off moves, even get in the ring with him.
Went for the running senton, and Knight
athletic enough to be able to accomplish any move he wants to beat your ass, but then he can also
maybe not. Oh, LA Knight, nice arm drag.
But he's getting a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, but Wade, you're a 5-time Intercontinental champion.
The problem is, can you dig as deep as Jacob?
Kicked out of the midsection, and Knight starting the attack on Fatu.
That's our you
with a running knee.
And from looking sluggish to looking
shoulder to the post. Now on the other side.
Now he's going to the sky. Yeah.
Top rope by Knight.
Toughness, grit.
And LA Knight, he knew it was coming. And again, Knight knows Fatu.
Great defense, but how do you follow it up when you've had the stuff in
athleticism? And he turns it around. Fatu face first.
And raw power from the megastar that really should have been in the air here in Las Vegas.
Went for the BFT, the blunt force truck.
Fucking fresh as a daisy once again is Fatu.
And again from the top, Swanton. For the
2.99 after Jacob Fatu should have put the megastar away, but the megastar Mania.
I don't know how the hell LA Knight's
to Fatu. LA Knight with much more.
Jacob Fatu just throwing heads at LA Knight.
Activated by Jacob Fatu.
LA Knight with a BFT on the attempted moonsault. Pick Fatu out of midair.
From unbelievable to unfortunate against a flying opponent, just landed so.
Last hurrah, or was it? Well, Knight still fighting back.
Fatu on the top buckle.
And El Fatu right to
that position.
So Jacob Fatu, obviously. Oh, there's the so. Gonna go up top again with another moonsault. Cover.
United States Champion 2.
Here to celebrate the legendary as Jacob Fatu wins the
first of many Liver title, Jacob Fatu.
A-plus athleticism. This was the moment it looked like the megastar man time again, and that is just a work of art from when you absorb this kind of punishment. Although that was a moment, right spot to grab the roaster.
Everything Fatu does is LA Knight, and that was all he needed to become R1.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible night. United States champion. Days before launch, scan the QR code and pre-order now for early and now. Show tonight, the roast of WrestleMania, featuring via Ticketmaster. Snickers satisfied. And by today, bringing you the unique opportunity to rewrite Bloodline. Save today. Well, the countdown on Friday Night SmackDown last night, but he will be replaced in this match, and both these men's WrestleMania debuts next.
Try
El Grande Americano mask.
El Grande.
The following Gulf of America, Americano.
Well, apparently Alicia didn't get the
An accounting logistical thing. Whenever he was born, Gulf of
Luchador without Chad, right? Chad
Americano.
I've heard you banging on about this for weeks now. Thread of evidence to back up these outlandish claims.
Okay, how about that Chad does this on a normal basis?
No, maybe he drew a little inspiration. Saw it. Chad Gable and El Grande Americano
is a liar.
And people have footage of Sasquatch, too. I mean, come on. It happened.
Hours out in the woods that night. We didn't hear a thing. You know how they look for Sasquatch? They did Americano. Chad Gable, not here tonight.
Michael Maskoff, right? That is death to the career of a luchador.
Hi, Chad.
Proof again.
Opponent from Ecatepec, Mexico, Rey Fénix.
It's an honor to be here for Rey Fénix's.
Yep, got a hell of a night last night on SmackDown, initially throwing Chad Gable out of the crowd. El Grande Americano appeared.
Major announcement with Vikingo. He is a former AAA champion. An organization known as AAA.
He was a part of the TKO group, UFC CEO. Big business brain on that. Taking in WrestleMania 41.
Hold on. That's not wise by El Grande Americano, who runs into it in his face.
We don't know if El Grande Americano and Vikingo have an old rival.
The win and a kick out.
That's El Grande Americano. That's not Chad Gable.
For what?
Not sure.
The match didn't even start, Wade.
Rey Fénix, obviously insane.
Look, he had a lot of pressure on his shoulders, trying to follow in the footsteps of Penta. Absolutely outstanding. Week 1, week 2, week 3, and now, of all places,
Sunday Americano, Rey Fénix, WrestleMania debuts here tonight.
Oh,
what a move by Fénix. The Hurricane Rana cover now to
doing so much damage for all these people to hate him as much as they do.
Well, they're angry with him,
but nonetheless, Rey
Fénix
now top rope. What balance? Missile drop. You've been spreading some propaganda too, Pat. Top rope now.
What?
And there's a big cross.
Connecting perhaps with the head of El.
It is the Gulf of America. Now, look at the power into the Joe. Reverse German.
Oh, by the way that he operates.
He's a 2012 U.S. Olympian.
Different guy, Michael.
Me neither. I'd have to do more research, which we should do for the next PLE weight. Grande Americano, smooth with it.
Such a short amount of time.
And the Spanish language every single time we see him.
Sure. Mexico, Michael Cole.
Whatever's down that alleyway in that box.
Well, I'll tell you what's been impressive about Rey Fénix is we are literally new. We haven't seen before. Last night it was the Meteora.
And he's held so many AAA. Oh man, just tremendous skill and balance. Oh! What a Chad Gable.
Unbeatable.
I think El Grande Americano's used other.
Well, so do I in Grimace, and it doesn't mean I'm Grimace. And now top rope, here comes back.
I can't even do the math on this. Well, that's 180.
Whatever it was.
A backwards for
Americano.
Another luchador mask.
You're the one who's been demanding El Grande.
Down goes Gable.
Fire driver connected.
Americano away.
El Grande Americano is a little very open about that.
Fénix. Oh, and a great move by El Grande. Wait, look at this. Reaching deep down in his tights. And there is that.
5-head quick.
Well, Rey Fénix and the official have no idea.
It's metal, Michael Cole. It's not been molecularly analyzed.
You obviously have.
Wow!
Kick.
Goodbye, amigo.
Oh, wait a minute. Fénix may have. When he kicked the face of a. I thought that initially. And now the Chad Gable ankle lock.
On that small joint on the left boot.
Rey Fénix trying to hang on in his WrestleMania debut tonight. And
as much with that foot or ankle.
Fénix off the top rope. Headbutt!
Headbutted him right in the face.
Well, count to 300, but upcoming.
And the flying headbutt with a loaded man. We need instant replay.
Yeah, a lot of things on his forehead, but congrats on your WrestleMania
go the first time around. Nice move there from El Grande. El Grande Americano may have been pivotal here with Phoenix. And then followed up with this headbutt out of mid and here at WrestleMania for this newcomer.
Well, that matchup, the WWE action you love, with Wi-Fi built for the biggest moments. Xfinity, the
Americano, and Wi-Fi is booming, and so is El Grande.
Longtime friend Ray Phoenix.
Vikingo, who took a real cheap. He may need major medical attention.
Paris are coming to Defense Arena in Paris, France on Friday, August 5th. Earlier today, ladies and gentlemen, on the Countdown show before in the world, I am flanked by some of the top luchador. WWE is announcing the acquisition of a massive announcement tonight, and it changed. And welcome here to WrestleMania. They are sitting here at ring. Dorian Roldan Pena, the Triple H general manager in Alberta. WWE fans will be able to experience this. Will take place. More on that on the weeks to come.
Congratulations! What a
please welcome two-time host BK Sean.
I've got the look.
Like 1 in the morning, they need to be up at 5 for NXT, and he's even here tonight.
Bobby, who is still running things there in NXT.
I make them hot. I make them shiver. Moments and memories created. But right now, the WWE 467 of you today.
Great news from the Heartbreak Kid.
Down with that. We got 2
stadium out here in Las Vegas. Part of that. This place has been alive and electric. His Air Jordan collaboration revolutionized the sneaker world, and he won Fiend, featuring Playboy Cardi, is the official theme song of #1 on the Billboard 200 chart. Shop, all WWEshop.com, and Fanatics. Emmy Award winner, and obviously an actor known from the in the house. Great to see you, man. Sir, UFC, a part of the TKO company.
All about rivalries and lines have been crossed. Fresh wounds. Stratton defends her title against the Queen Charlotte Flair. Coming up, contest.
I was waiting. I couldn't figure it out.
Entering is the WWE Women's Champion in Wade.
Doll built for success. A former team you escaped there and took that momentum. Became Miss Mont every inch. The absolute superstar of the women.
For one, Tiffany Stratton, and she's going up against one of the all
have the same trait, and that's the fact that they have it and has it. She's had it since the moment she showed up in this. She's ready for the moment.
And this championship. Maybe you could use that as a...
You've been trying 28 years to get better. I'm still waiting to see any signs of improvement.
Time in this woman icon.
Entrance on the strip.
And an aerial view of the Queen showing up to with all eyes
on World Championship. Charlotte Flair is a two-time Royal Rumble winner here at WrestleMania. Charlotte Flair, however, hasn't held the title.
ACL, torn MCL, torn meniscus, has already had 14 World Championships. Record. She is in competition with one person. That is her
ESPN Plus, the hit series.
Those Stephanie's places have been magnificent, very well.
A couple of weeks, one Pat McAfee.
Lucky to be asked to have a chitty operator. Great to see Charlotte Flair back at
reaction from this audience, but always on.
It's a spotlight that follows Charlotte.
The following contest scheduled for one fall championship from the Kuwait, Flair, and she is the Tiffany Stratton.
WE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton had her first match. Tonight, she finds herself in the spotlight of WrestleMania against...
Zero chance, but Stratton has showed over those 4 years an astounding middle of the ring.
If you're Charlotte Flair, Wade, what do you do to...
Now this one has gone off the rails several times over the...
Between these two women, the attack by Flair in the parking lot a couple of weeks ago. To Tiffany. A lot of follow submission, the only way Charlotte can win the...
I promise you, these are the hardest shots I have witnessed. Throw some potatoes, as we call it in this game.
There's a personal now. Launches Tiffany out to the apron. Great balance by the champ.
Nobody has really seen from Charlotte Flair in the past. The Ellen could not have been expecting that.
It feels like Charlotte has the mentality of,
May well be it. Current champ. No, again, controlling Charlotte here in the early going. Cover now by Tiffany. Remember, she won the championship by cashing in Money in the Bank on one of her allies, cashing in Money in the Bank. It's a big match to prove she belongs.
Yeah, I agree with you. Legitimate. However, can you really do it one-on-one on the big...
And behind other people that aren't as great as them.
But it's about stacking the deck.
Charlotte, in her veteran instinct, she drew Tiffany out of the ring.
All the experience, all the tape available to study, knows you're going to do that, and she's come up with something completely different.
As much tape as you want of Charlotte Flair over the years, Wade, but she's evolved. Flair.
Yeah, you don't win 14 world championships, potentially a 15th. Figuring out your opponent's weaknesses and exploiting them.
The NXT women's...
Faneva Kerr knows what she can do if she has a problem with it.
And Charlotte...
Heat inside the locker room for being so dismissive of everyone has. She's absolutely right in dismissing all of them.
She literally...
Personality, but statistically the greatest woman in the history.
High ring IQ, born for the business, and a mindset to be the great.
Charlotte really trying to lay it in here, and Tiffany Stratton win and a kick out by Flair.
Well, Tiffany Stratton has been put through the ringer, so...
Underneath now by Charlotte. Charlotte with a pitch.
Nasty kick to the side of Charlotte Flair. And
some momentum. There's that gymnastic background. Delivering to Charlotte.
Rise tonight against Stratton.
So much balance, dexterity, and power, no problem. He pick you up and put you through the desert room.
This match, the way she reacts so quickly, it takes a beat for the Flair has.
We are sold out tonight. 61 tag champs. Will Charlotte Flair follow suit in this match?
But still swinging away is Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, Tiffany with Tiffany. Top rope, moonsault, nobody home rolls through.
Flair too quick.
Charlotte into the corner, out to the apron this time. It pays off for Charlotte. Tip able to deliver a basement drop kick. Quickly to the...
Stratton is absorbing in this one. The better she is becoming. Perhaps she move up the gears and take a little control back for herself.
Yeah, maybe they're both starting.
What you're going to do next. Catch your breath. Nerves. Oh, knees to the back. Tiffany now runs it.
It's just a little too much eye candy at the mouth. And time and again, Flair is beating it to the punch.
Let me ask you this question, Wade. This is you to get to the point where you're confident enough into the ring to do everything the way you needed to do it.
Show me what you got.
If I got in there with a record-breaking...
That one dropped Tiffany to the mat.
There's a chance Tiffany Stratton is very so early in her career and such a big moment. Maybe this is what she's been waiting.
Inside Tiffany Stratton.
Charlotte trying to hang onto the rope.
Who simply not stayed
went for natural
down.
selection, and Tiffany counters. Charlotte Flair. Oh, sit out powerbomb for the champ.
How good has Flair been so far? Several times.
She caught her like 3 different times trying to escape.
She would be home and dry at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the frustration could be setting in. And
I don't think a lot of people knew.
And now Flair. And you know what she's doing here? Being able to scoot away.
Well, if someone is your athletic equal, dismissively is Charlotte Flair.
I was going to say, Charlotte to the top rope. The champion, though.
Stratton got up there with the quickness. Maybe saved her.
Again, Tiffany just keeps getting
of opportunity for Stratton. It gets shot in a heart. Heavy artillery. Of course, Charlotte equal to it.
Over 60,000 expected again tomorrow for WrestleMania Sunday. The last WrestleMania for John Cena tomorrow night. Charlotte Flair, crossbody, lateral press was rolled through by...
Get back on the offense, because you know Charlotte Flair is going to... It's at the very top level like this.
That's the difference between good and great.
Luck tonight at WrestleMania after a fine championship reign.
Charlotte may have hurt that knee. The brace that covers the surgically repaired knee.
Completely gone out of the window, and that catastrophic.
Now using a good leg for a kick on Stratton, trying to win the championship.
Weakness, I love that.
Yeah, it was incredible. Great ring awareness by
Operation Kick.
Well, now there's fear in the mind of Charlotte Flair, who knows.
I'm going to.
They're always questioning the health of a body part that's gone under.
Great, neither is yours.
And again, wearing out the leg.
May not just want to win this one and become a 15-time world champ. What you had to go through in 2024.
Again, back to the... Now we're going to learn a lot about Tiffany Stratton tonight. Charlotte going to go to the figure in her knees. The injured knee, as Charlotte says, Tad knee. Great strategy by Stratton here.
Well, Flair got a little ahead. Stratton away out of trouble.
And again, going for the figure. The figure eight may have cost her here, Wade.
That knee just turned inside out.
Prettiest moonsault ever, but the knee's up by Charlotte. But then the...
Oh, Charlotte Flair putting it all on the line here by injury after this one. But what a moment. She was about to close in on victory.
Charlotte sacrificing her.
It's WrestleMania. Championship gold on the line against the...
At WrestleMania for the very first time. Knows what it's all about. Trying to get to the top rope again. Stratton's going to meet her there.
Stand the punishment.
Charlotte Flair. Natural selection from the top.
How the hell Stratton kicked it out, I will never know.
Beaten, physically exhausted, hanging in the bounce.
Each other at the end of this one, they will respect the physicality.
The trash talking, and now slap the figure four and the figure eight. Roll up now by Stratton. Charlotte rolls. He gave out a bit.
It's about whose frame is
Stratton. Sends Charlotte, prettiest moonsault ever, connects to Charlotte Flair. Cover now, hook in the leg.
And still from WWE,
it is still Tiffany.
What an epic matchup from both women. It means she had to win that one the hard way. That was a fight.
Stamina when it comes to resilience.
What's that connection? Look at the bruise on the forehead of Stratton. And this is where Stratton was on the roll to victory. The knees up. Charlotte was a beaten woman. Take nothing away. Sheer brilliance.
Congratulations in what is a Tiffany Stratton. And I'm going to go on record here tonight and say that to a Charlotte Flair-like career.
It was small, but Tiffany Stratton earned every
consider. The new genre-bending thriller from Ryan Coogler, director. Now, over Las Vegas, Io Sky having the time.
I don't know if I'm getting in that thing, but shout out to Io
off. WrestleMania Sunday in a triple threat match against Bianca Belair on the left on the strip in Las Vegas. Of course, all-time John Cena. Cena and Sunday. Over the grandest stage of them all. That's right, with Xfinity, the Wi-Fi is WWE's new official home Wi-Fi partner. Xfinity is bringing the goods. Blends Vegas Flash with Xfinity Power, and it's just the beginning of...
Shout out Xfinity.
An attempt at Dynasty. Face off in a triple threat match. Coming up next, who'll be leaving Las Vegas holding all the Tribal Chief, the Visionary, and the voice of the voiceless to lay it all on the...
Our image.
Time ago.
Our biggest mistake is not understanding the danger that's
for me, it's just business. So
It's in there. You are a...
That's not the favor that I'm owed.
What favor?
At WrestleMania, in my corner.
Tell him no.
I brought you into this business.
And it's gotta be me.
Wise man, how could you... Living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins. He's getting his money's worth out of that thing, and I don't blame him.
The flamethrower to angelic.
Triple threat match! 25 pounds, Seth freaking...
Tonight.
You guys remember what happened 10 years ago? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank.
All for an iconic performance. Seth, two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance.
Karaoke, we've got a bit of everything here tonight in Vegas.
Wait, please. Chiseled from stone. Rise. It's Sin.
Roman Reigns will main event.
Titan of this industry, marching to the ring. Ice cold, effortless cool.
Record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, The Undertaker. Triple H.
Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
WrestleMania. This is where he lives.
In the Hawaii family dynasty that has now had the Ulafala to the ring. Paul Heyman would normally do that. Tonight, for many years, Roman Reigns heads into battle.
Symbolizes that you're talking about one of the most successful in
the Hawaii Jacob Fatu, the new United States champion. In a triple threat match.
Pensacola, Florida, weighing in from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in Roman.
And the following match is brought to you by Xfinity. Stay connected to more of the opportunity to call most of this man's matches over the past 4 or 5 years.
A little bit on Friday, and he talked about his discipline and his training route on dominating this triple threat that everybody thinks is for the face of it.
Dudes fool you. I'm a man of great discipline. My addiction is wrestling. My name.
Walked in here and made a name for himself. I'm talking about
fire inside I have.
Tonight is my night. Tonight. Treasure. My addiction is wrestling.
Color, CM Punk is in the main.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Over the fact that Paul Heyman, with a smile on his second, said he sank. First WrestleMania match in 12 years. Remember, with Reigns and Rollins, two men that he cannot stand. Triple disqualifications. Paul Heyman is here in Punk Live.
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust Heyman. In his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to CM Punk.
Chief, who's gonna handle the Ula Fala?
He decided to allow Punk's favorites, Roman Reigns' team out back in War Games Survivor Series.
Disgust in the eyes of Roman Reigns.
And we are underway with this triple threat. Rod Zapata, who will have his hands full with these three men tonight. Everyone in this matchup. You need hours to be able to sift through it
in front of our eyes.
CM Punk,
our best friend.
He's mocking Reigns, and Rollins is also what he's doing here. Teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to a now said, we're not working together. Enough issues between you and I.
For that 10 years of animosity, and CM Punk is
anyway. Seth Rollins, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins,
a non-stop grin on his face since he walked out. Remember, WrestleMania is Punk fails to do that, and he'll always.
Paul Heyman did tell CM Punk that he would, and it has. And Punk now dropped up over the top rope.
But will this night end with our tribal chief doing what he did? Left Jay to the face feet tonight.
This is not about a championship. This is about...
It's about ego and animosity on the immediately taking control.
And barking at Heyman. And now Punk reversal drives Reigns into the ring post. Let's not free men outside the ring again. No countouts. Do as much damage as you want.
2 ex-Shield members beat the hell out of each other.
And remember, CM Punk, the Shield was built as a security force for
security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't a selfless act.
For the history between these three men. And now Punk and Rollins, such personal. Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare,
time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE.
Right now spills out into the crowd here in Las Vegas. Steel chair.
Better than he has done in 15 years. And his performances.
And again, for the first time in any WrestleMania, Rollins.
Mick Foley last night at the Hall of Fame.
Jacked referee rods it.
Oh, the only job he has is count a pin or a submission.
Head two, completely unprotected there was CM Punk.
Turned into a one-up. CM Punk with a suplex out of the garbage can.
Onto this lower back of Seth Rollins that has historically been an issue.
CM Punk and Seth Rollins throwing big shots.
This is part of the problem in a triple threat match. You get two diverted scenarios.
And now fighting back to the barricade. Away to your point, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
The first 4 rows. 55-inch vertical.
Come out here with CM Punk tonight.
Far be it from me to Chris the ring and try and win this thing.
Oh, they hate each other equally. So,
referee Rod Zapata has his work cut out here, trying to keep this.
Again, Rollins delivering the
Punk.
There's a button back there for sure.
Bouncing to you there from me to criticize Roman Reigns, but I personally would have left.
So,
our tribal.
well, why not? The Spanish table's out here. Roman Reigns now going to clear it here tonight in our main event.
The sour look on the face is in total control of this one.
He's doing exactly what he. Our tribal chief, Roman Reigns,
at ringside.
And again, continuing the assault on Rollins. Punk and Rollins in this triple threat match.
Yeah, Heyman does not make many.
Oh, CM Punk fighting back.
Yeah, Punk will never give up. Continue.
Have to be the best performance of his career if he's pulling out victory here.
Be able to get Punk up on his shoulders. Samoan drop by Roman.
Roman Reigns just looking like a different class.
By anger as well.
Got a point to prove this evening.
Yeah, fueled by.
Wants the business.
Everything he did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Went for the Superman punch. Punk now. Swinging neck breaker. Caught Reigns.
About avoiding that Superman punch for CM Punk.
And jaw. There's a
CM Punk in control in the main event of WrestleMania.
It again.
Wait a minute.
Punk now. Oh! Punk paying homage with a big elbow to Rollins.
She's getting the best of CM
Well,
Punk.
Heyman's supposed to be an advisor and a coach. Maybe Punk now hell bent on beating the hell out of both of these men.
To win a match like this, and I fear Punk.
As the Reigns could be in trouble here. Roman dragging himself top rope. Dangerous situation for everybody.
Only perhaps unintentionally.
Superman punch!
The teamwork between Paul Heyman's guys. And then a
First of all, we see this doomsday device. Roman Reigns not out making a victory.
It is electric in Las Vegas tonight. Battle it out. Reigns, Punk, Rollins, triple threat action. Reigns. Elbow by Roman to fight his way out.
CM Punk getting the better of our tribal two.
Got it too.
The high cover right on the shoulders.
Taps, it's over. Ropes will not cause a break. Punk's got
the tribal chief. Surely fading, cutting off that up.
Reigns trying to counter Rollins now. Frog splash breaks thing.
Double frog splash from Seth freaking Rollins.
In to steal it was the architect, Steph. Well, then he got the cover.
Rollins. So wait, I was just going to ask you both men.
Get him out of the ring, then focus all your efforts on the remaining match.
Lifts Punk up. And a buckle
Punk periods of time, and Punk hasn't moved since.
Buckle bomb by Seth.
Get out of here as the champion of a generation.
And what Roman Reigns have accomplished. Well, you cannot rest a great champion and a very Punk looking for a GTS. Spear! Reigns hooked. Went for the pedigree again. Back body drop. Rollins lets pedigree. Looking for the stomp. Stop the Reigns. Rollins in. Reigns is still in it.
Oh my.
Watch this.
Touches a spear, turns it to a pedigree.
Punk out here. Here's the issue. Get Punk out of the ring so he can't break it up in the nick of time.
Meanwhile, Paul Heyman's new gravy train. While Rollins and Reigns remain in the ring.
Heyman's been pouting a lot.
Speed of thought of Seth Rollins, the thing that has taken him to the...
Rollins looking to go up top. Roman Reigns is in trouble. Rollins now making there. Seth Rollins going for broke. Nobody home, rolls through. Punk! Go to sleep!
Paul Heyman is distraught at ringside. Punk dodging out of the way, connecting. You will ever see. But Roman Reigns...
CM Punk had his WrestleMania moment. And somehow
CM Punk like he had the plug pulled on him with that
kitter's changed.
Another go to sleep.
As Punk struggled a little there.
Pedigree!
To the deepest of deep water. in this WrestleMania.
Three of them have had moments where they're a 1, 2, 3. This is going. You never know. That's why I'm here.
With a fight, you simply cannot breathe in there. Punk may pass out.
And Roman going to try to choke out Rollins.
There's power from Rollins, but how the hell do you get out of that? Those legs.
Austin's got a kick out. Still got them locked in. Still has not released. Oh, on a stop by Punk. Cover. The main event cut.
These men. And they simply bounce off. You overcome.
There is no surrender in any of these.
No.
CM Punk, this is the main event of WrestleMania.
Heyman has seen maybe his career flash before his eyes.
Down, Rollins down, CM Punk to his feet.
Broken body.
Think about the physical exertion that they should go to sleep. Seth Rollins not going to allow it to happen. Punk now reigns. Stop by Seth. Everybody in.
A missed beat. Roman with the spear followed up.
In a triple threat match.
What are you doing, Paul?
What the hell, Trey?
Where's that chair going, Paul?
You better make the right choice.
You know?
To help his friend CM.
Paul Heyman.
Royal Tito.
Defenseless. Oh, no!
Save!
It's in agony. Paul Heyman has returned. And now Reigns unloading on Punk with a steel. Ruse all along.
Look! Look!
And now, how out.
That night, Minion.
Roman Reigns. What the hell did we just witness?
Seth Rollins said, you owe me the favor now.
This is up.
This is disgusting.
Stopped by Seth. Rollins into the cup. Benedict Heyman. Not once, but Seth Rollins and that money.
Political maneuvering and subterfuge. And Seth Rollins.
How many years ago was it, Wade? When that man escaped later, he sells his soul again to Paul Heyman to get
Coming. CM Punk. The man. And in the steel chair. Made it only to be low blow.
And this entire that I thought was getting shafted, that I thought didn't have a
WWE, it's the main event of WrestleMania. And Seth freaking Rollins has just massed
back over the years, but perhaps none as important to survive. Paul Heyman is the cockroach who always fucked in the business, and now Paul Heyman has aligned himself.
So many questions.
It could have been weeks or months or years.
With Paul Heyman.
I mean, Roman's the one I feel bad in all this for.
Low blow.
And guys, guess what?
हेलो यूट्यूब फैमिली, मेरा नाम प्रभात सिंह है। आप सभी देख रहे हैं मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल, जिसमें हम आपके लिए ज़बरदस्त गेम प्ले लेके आते हैं। आज की इस वीडियो में हम प्ले करेंगे WWE 2K बैटल ग्राउंड गेम प्ले। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। और इस गेम को लोड होने में थोड़ा सा समय लग रहा है, बस यही बात है और कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। एज आ यूज़र हमने इसको लॉगिन कर लिया है और गेम भी इजीली लोड हो गया है। आज ऐसा लग रहा है कि बहुत ही स्पीड में गेम काम कर रहा है। वजह क्या है वो पता नहीं, लेकिन अभी कंप्यूटर बहुत सही स्थिति में काम कर रहा है। कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि एप्लीकेशन खोलना भी मुश्किल हो जाता था। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। गेम इजीली लोड हो गया है और अब हमें पहाड़ का साउंड नहीं चाहिए, तो हमने ये स्पीकर है बंद कर दिया और फोकस रहेगा अब हमारा गेम प्ले पे। पिछली वीडियो में हमने प्ले में जाके कैंपेन किया था, लेकिन इस बार कैंपेन ना करके एग्जीबिशन मेन चालू करेंगे और मेन में हम वर्सेस 1 ही रखेंगे। कोई मतलब नहीं है इतने लोगों को लेकर, तो और हम इतना टाइम दे ही नहीं सकते यदि हम टैग टीम में जाएं, ग्रुप मैच भी जाए। तो किसको लेना सही रहेगा आज का मैच देखते हुए? रोमन को ही लेते हैं आज का मैच देखते हुए। सीएम पंक तो पहले था नहीं जब गेम बना था। सीएम पंक की जगह सेथ रॉलिन ले सकते हैं, लेकिन सेथ रॉलिन वर्ल्ड वार सेथ रॉलिन मिलना मुश्किल ही लग रहा है। मिल गया, ये देखो, रोमन रेंस वर्सेस सेथ रॉलिन्स। गेम स्टार्ट हो गया है और अब हमारी बारी है इस गेम को प्ले करने की। इतने भी तू इतना कंटिन्यू एंट्री स्किप करो। भाई मैंने शॉट इधर मारा, तू जा उधर रहा है। पैर ये वाला मूव करना नहीं आता। ओ भाई ये उठ ही नहीं रहा है, मतलब इतना मेरा कम हो गया है क्या ब्लड लेवल। लेकिन बल्क दिखाया, देखो कितना बल्क दिख रहा है यार ये रोमन रेंस। भाई देखो बल्क होने के बाद भी वो अपनी मूव अच्छे से परफॉर्म कर पा रहा है और मेरा मूव लगाना मुश्किल हो रहा है। ये कैसे भाई? ओ भाई बहुत ही ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग बताया यार ये तो। ये देखो मैं तो कुछ कर ही नहीं पा रहा, मतलब बाकायदा जो रहते हैं मूव्स लगाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, मगर कोई मूव काम नहीं कर रहा। इसको हरा के देखते हैं, मतलब ये बाहर काउंटडाउन में। हार गया ये देखो। ट्रिकी था थोड़ा सा, कर लिया लेकिन मैंने। कौन है? क्या हो गया? एक मिनट रुको। तो 32 इसके अलावा कैंपियन में किंग ऑफ द बैटल में अपडेट आई होगी तो इधर पता लग जाएगा। लेवल अभी अपना 39 और किंग ऑफ द बैटल में रैंडम ले लेते हैं। स्क्वाड एनियल सर्चिंग फॉर द मैच। ये तो इम्पॉसिबल लग रहा है कि कोई इस मैच को खेलता नहीं है, इसीलिए हम ऑनलाइन प्लेयर मिलना मुश्किल है। ओके, उसके बाद तो यही बेस्ट रहेगा हमारे लिए प्लेयर सेलेक्ट करना, तब हमारे कॉइन्स भी यूज़ नहीं हो पाए। पता नहीं कैसे यूज़ होंगे ये। थैंक यू गाइस फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो। सी इन माय नेक्स्ट वीडियो। टिल देन गुड बाय। जय हिंद, जय भारत। हेलो यूट्यूब फैमिली, मेरा नाम प्रभात सिंह है। आप सभी देख रहे हैं मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल, जिसमें हम आपके लिए ज़बरदस्त गेम प्ले लेके आते हैं। आज की इस वीडियो में हम प्ले करेंगे WWE 2 के बैटल ग्राउंड गेम प्ले। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। और इस गेम को लोड होने में थोड़ा सा समय लग रहा है, बस यही बात है और कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। एज आ यूज़र हमने इसको लॉगिन कर लिया है और गेम भी इजीली लोड हो गया है। आज ऐसा लग रहा है कि बहुत ही स्पीड में गेम काम कर रहा है। वजह क्या है वो पता नहीं, लेकिन अभी कंप्यूटर बहुत सही स्थिति में काम कर रहा है। कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि एप्लीकेशन खोलना ही मुश्किल हो जाता था। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। गेम इजीली लोड हो गया है और अब हमें पहाड़ का साउंड नहीं चाहिए, तो हमने ये स्पीकर है बंद कर दिया और फोकस रहेगा अब हमारा गेम प्ले पे। पिछली वीडियो में हमने प्ले में जाके कैंपेन किया था, लेकिन इस बार कैंपेन ना करके एग्जीबिशन मेन चालू करेंगे और मेन में हम वर्सेस 1 ही रखेंगे। कोई मतलब नहीं है इतने लोगों को लेकर, तो और हम इतना टाइम दे ही नहीं सकते यदि हम टैग टीम में जाएं, ग्रुप मैच में जाएं। तो किसको लेना सही रहेगा आज का मैच देखते हुए? रोमन को ही लेते हैं आज का मैच देखते हुए। सीएम पंक तो पहले था नहीं जब गेम बना था। सीएम पंक की जगह सेथ रॉलिन ले सकते हैं, लेकिन सेथ रॉलिन वर्ल्ड वार सेथ रॉलिन मिलना मुश्किल ही लग रहा है। मिल गया, ये देखो, रोमन रेंस वर्सेस सेथ रॉलिन्स। गेम स्टार्ट हो गया है और अब हमारी बारी है इस गेम को प्ले करने की। इतने भी तू इतना कंटिन्यू एंट्री स्किप करो। भाई मैंने शॉट इधर मारा, तू जा उधर रहा है। पैर ये वाला मूव करना नहीं आता। ओ भाई ये उठ ही नहीं रहा है, मतलब इतना मेरा कम हो गया है क्या ब्लड लेवल। लेकिन बल्क दिखाया, देखो कितना बल्क दिख रहा है यार ये रोमन रेंस। भाई देखो, बल्क होने के बाद भी वो अपने मूव अच्छे से परफॉर्म कर पा रहा है और मेरा मूव लगाना मुश्किल हो रहा है। ये कैसे भाई? ओ भाई बहुत ही ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग बताया यार ये तो। ये देखो, मैं तो कुछ कर ही नहीं पा रहा, मतलब बाकायदा जो रहते हैं मूव्स लगाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, मगर कोई मूव काम नहीं कर रहा। इसको हरा के देखते हैं, मतलब ये बाहर काउंटडाउन में। हार गया, ये देखो। ट्रिकी था थोड़ा सा, कर लिया लेकिन मैंने। कौन है? क्या हो गया? क्यों? 1 मिनट रुको। तो 32 इसके अलावा कैंपियन में किंग ऑफ द बैटल में अपडेट आई होगी, तो इधर पता लग जाएगा। लेवल अभी अपना 39 और किंग ऑफ द बैटल में रैंडम ले लेते हैं। स्क्वाड एनियल सर्चिंग फॉर द मैच। ये तो इम्पॉसिबल लग रहा है कि कोई इस मैच को खेलता नहीं है, इसीलिए हम ऑनलाइन प्लेयर मिलना मुश्किल है। ओके, उसके बाद तो यही बेस्ट रहेगा हमारे लिए प्लेयर सेलेक्ट करना, तब हमारे कॉइन्स भी यूज़ नहीं हो पाए। पता नहीं कैसे यूज़ होंगे ये। थैंक यू गाइस फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो। सी इन माय नेक्स्ट वीडियो। टिल देन गुड बाय। जय हिंद, जय भारत। हेलो यूट्यूब फैमिली, मेरा नाम प्रभात सिंह है। आप सभी देख रहे हैं मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल, जिसमें हम आपके लिए ज़बरदस्त गेम प्ले लेके आते हैं। आज की इस वीडियो में हम प्ले करेंगे WWE 2 के बैटल ग्राउंड गेम प्ले। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। और इस गेम को लोड होने में थोड़ा सा समय लग रहा है, बस यही बात है, और कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। एज आ यूज़र हमने इसको लॉगिन कर लिया है और गेम भी इजीली लोड हो गया है। आज ऐसा लग रहा है कि बहुत ही स्पीड में गेम काम कर रहा है। वजह क्या है वो पता नहीं, लेकिन अभी कंप्यूटर बहुत सही स्थिति में काम कर रहा है। कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि एप्लीकेशन खोलना भी मुश्किल हो जाता था। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। गेम इजीली लोड हो गया है और अब हमें पहाड़ का साउंड नहीं चाहिए, तो हमने ये स्पीकर है बंद कर दिया और फोकस रहेगा अब हमारा गेम प्ले पे। पिछली वीडियो में हमने प्ले में जाके कैंपेन किया था, लेकिन इस बार कैंपेन ना करके एग्जीबिशन मेन चालू करेंगे और मेन में हम वर्सेस 1 ही रखेंगे। कोई मतलब नहीं है इतने लोगों को लेकर, तो और हम इतना टाइम दे ही नहीं सकते यदि हम टैग टीम में जाएं, ग्रुप मैच भी जाए। तो किसको लेना सही रहेगा आज का मैच देखते हुए? रोमन को ही लेते हैं आज का मैच देखते हुए। सीएम पंक तो पहले था नहीं जब गेम बना था। सीएम पंक की जगह सेथ रॉलिन ले सकते हैं, लेकिन सेथ रॉलिन वर्ल्ड वार सेथ रॉलिन मिलना मुश्किल ही लग रहा है। मिल गया, ये देखो, रोमन रेंस वर्सेस सेथ रॉलिन्स। गेम स्टार्ट हो गया है और अब हमारी बारी है इस गेम को प्ले करने की। इतने भी तू इतना कंटिन्यू एंट्री स्किप करो। भाई मैंने शॉट इधर मारा, तू जा उधर रहा है पैर। ये वाला मूव करना नहीं आता। ओ भाई ये उठ ही नहीं रहा है, मतलब इतना मेरा कम हो गया है क्या ब्लड लेवल। लेकिन बल्क दिखाया, देखो कितना बल्क दिख रहा है यार ये रोमन रेंस। भाई देखो बल्क होने के बाद भी वो अपनी मूव अच्छे से परफॉर्म कर पा रहा है और मेरा मूव लगाना मुश्किल हो रहा है। ये कैसे भाई? ओ भाई बहुत ही ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग बताया यार ये तो। ये देखो मैं तो कुछ कर ही नहीं पा रहा, मतलब बाकायदा जो रहते हैं मूव्स लगाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, मगर कोई मूव काम नहीं कर रहा। इसको हरा के देखते हैं, मतलब ये बाहर काउंटडाउन में। हार गया ये देखो। ट्रिकी था थोड़ा सा, कर लिया लेकिन मैंने। कौन है? क्या हो गया? एक मिनट रुको। तो 32 इसके अलावा कैंपियन में किंग ऑफ द बैटल में अपडेट आई होगी तो इधर पता लग जाएगा। लेवल अभी अपना 39 और किंग ऑफ द बैटल में रैंडम ले लेते हैं। स्क्वाड एनियल सर्चिंग फॉर द मैच। ये तो इम्पॉसिबल लग रहा है कि कोई इस मैच को खेलता नहीं है, इसीलिए हम ऑनलाइन प्लेयर मिलना मुश्किल है। ओके, उसके बाद तो यही बेस्ट रहेगा हमारे लिए प्लेयर सेलेक्ट करना, तब हमारे कॉइन्स भी यूज़ नहीं हो पाए। पता नहीं कैसे यूज़ होंगे ये। थैंक यू गाइस फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो। सी इन माय नेक्स्ट वीडियो। टिल देन गुड बाय। जय हिंद, जय भारत।